What's good, everybody? I'm B David, he's David B, and welcome to the B side where we turn those records over and go a little deeper.
Yeah,
That was good.
that was great.
What's good, man? How are you?
Good, dude.
Dude, I'm so excited to do this. See, the thing is,
Yeah.
we are both on the same wavelength with the music. We're always texting back songs and shit, and like it just feels like we needed to do this.
Yes.
We needed to talk about some music, but like a little deeper.
Yeah.
Like a little deeper. And okay, man, let's jump into it.
What are we starting with today, B?
Let's start with Serial Killer.
Yes.
This is your addition to this week, and
Yes.
so this is
Exhibit,
combo out, Exhibit.
Be Real, and Demrick. This is their super group that they've been doing for a number of years now.
Yeah, how many years? You know,
Oh gosh,
10.
I mean, at least during the pandemic. So like, it's talking at least 6 years.
Okay, and how many projects? Do you know?
I would have to. Are we allowed
But
to
like
look at
two
our
or
phones?
three? Yeah, you can do
At
whatever you
least
want.
three. At least three.
Yeah. Okay, so it's been a while. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that. But yeah, obviously all three individually, pretty dope too.
Powerhouses.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, a couple joints I really liked on it. Here, let me pull it up. We can look at it together. This Thing of Ours.
Yes.
Yeah. This Thing of Ours already like a pretty cool title. I that like it resonated with
Hard
me.
gangster shit.
And I have to say, like, overall, sonically, it definitely gave me like 2003, and I like that. But I will say that I like some of the more modern updates, like the Mobb Deep or some of the new Nas, Supreme stuff. That it kind of modernized that sound a little bit more. But a couple joints for sure that were really good.
Yeah.
High Energy, I think was my favorite one, even though it's not that high energy. Which
Hand
is
Grenade is
ironic.
my favorite.
Hand Grenade. Oh, you like the rock vibe.
That was, I mean, I like it when it's done well.
Yeah.
That was one where I felt like this is some real fucking authentic shit. I fucked with that. I fucked with that really hard.
Tell me more. Like it's kind of it's a hard record.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. It's hard. The hook feels, it does, you know how you can feel like a rapper is forcing their way into trying another genre without naming names. That will, no, but like I think it was
Rhymes with Rake.
well, I wasn't thinking him, but I mean you're not wrong.
Yeah. No shame.
Rake rhymes with other things. Exhibit was doing the hook on that. It felt like I was definitely listening to like a rap metal band from that era. I hate comparing things to Rage Against the Machine because that's such a, even though that is the pinnacle of the genre, but it definitely felt like some real authentic shit that I really liked. Just made me want to fucking, I like shit that makes me feel like I'm gonna walk through walls.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like the Kool-Aid Man.
Like the Kool-Aid Man.
All right, cool. Yeah, I like that.
Like fucking Kool-Aid Man times 12. 12
I
walls in a row.
really like Slippin' a lot. Another really hard record. But it almost gave me a little bit of DMX vibes, or maybe that's just because of the same song
Might
title.
be the same song title.
But no, that's just like the real dark strings always do it for me. That's my shit.
The other one to stand out for me was the one that came after Slippin' By Any Means with Scoop DeVille.
Okay, yeah.
I thought that shit was hard too.
Is his name like a little bit too close to Snoop's though?
I mean, a little bit, but I think that's like, I mean, maybe that's the point of it though. I don't know.
Okay. Fair enough.
I mean, that's, Scoop's, Hispanic hip hop royalty. That's Frost's kid.
For sure.
If you know Kid Frost.
Okay. I don't.
That's
learning
La
things.
Raza.
I'm learning things.
The Chuck D song,
Uh-huh.
I remember looking at this track list and being very pumped for this. And I think, I think it's great to get Legends on the hook, but it felt wasted. Is that fair to say?
Well, I didn't remember it.
Yep.
So we can start there.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, when they get these legends to give verses, do you think the legends are, like, holding back the good ones?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Like, I mean, there's definitely been instances where people reuse verses, right? I mean, plenty of legends are guilty of that. I mean, I think it's just like anything. Sometimes it's just a paycheck, you know? There's a great story about how, and I know which song this is probably talking about. I think Nori was telling the story on Drink Champs about how, like, towards the end of his life, Big Pun just started doing shit for the money, just like, you know, to provide for his family and shit. These were the days when, like, you were getting like what, 50 grand for a feature. And I know which song it is because it's like the one song Pun did in that era that was like, it's kind of, I don't like, I enjoy it, but it's like not whack. I don't know if we naming names in here would get us in trouble. I like this song and I don't have beef with the guy. I think he's fine in his unique element, but this dude was named Mr. Servon from Master P's No Limit Camp. My theory, because it's the only thing that makes sense to me, is like when they talk about Pun doing a track for the money, it's that one. Pun still came hard, but like it's definitely not the kind of song he was typically on in that time.
Well said.
Yes.
Well said. Yeah, I feel like, and maybe this is like the dirty executive side of the industry, right? Like this is the industry that's choosing whatever, right? Or over monetizing, like whatever. But yeah,
I feel like if you're over monetizing, there's other things you could do other than pushing a Chuck D feature. You know, because how many Public Enemy gets streams, but can you say from your perspective, are you like, oh man, which records are Chuck D on this month?
Not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all.
So it's I think it's more like, I wouldn't think of that as a monetization. Then like I think they wanted to have Chuck D on a song to pay homage to what they were paying homage to. You know, I remember being very excited for that, and it's like you said, you don't remember it. I remember Chuck D being on it. I couldn't remember anything else.
Good stuff. Okay, any thoughts just like overall with the project?
I mean, you know, you get these three fucking legends together and it's just, these guys are just doing what they do best. It's great meat and potatoes, hard shit, street shit, lyrical shit, you know, I don't think maybe not everything stood out, but I never felt like this is cringe or outdated. I felt like I went in and I got exactly what I was expecting, and I had a great time listening to this album.
Yeah.
You know,
Me too.
Yeah, these dudes just know what they're doing. You know, obviously X and Be Real are legends of this shit. Demrick's a bit more their junior, but I've never heard anything whack from him. You know, these three go really well together. And you know, however many more albums they decide to do, you know, I think it's always a treat. But you know, I wholeheartedly support them doing more music together in the future.
Is there a line that stands out for you?
I think just the overall experience of Hand Grenade is what stands out for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's got kind of like a Ice-T.
Yeah,
Like
body count
90s,
shit.
yeah.
Body count shit,
yeah.
rage shit,
Yeah.
Biohazard.
Which
all
I have to
that.
say is not my favorite, but I recognize its place in the world. For me, I mean, one thing I was reminded of taking it all the way back there is how lyrically driven music was then. And I'm often torn because look, I love a real rapper. I'm a real hip hop head. I like, do you listen to music or you just thumb through it? You know, no, we are listening to the music, Hove. But I guess for me it was like I wanted a little more sonically.
Yeah.
Because what they did from a rhyme perspective was super good.
Yeah.
But some of the beats they felt kind of like phoned in a little bit to me.
I do get what you mean. I feel like this is a problem with the veterans of the game. A lot of them just don't have that ear, you know, or maybe they just lose it when they get older. Maybe they just settle for cheaper collaborators. Who knows what it is? I mean, clearly, like, they don't need to settle for cheaper collaborators because they all do well for themselves still.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
Yes. And, like, I think it is part of, you know, how relevant you are and how much you are in the current trend, whatever. But one thing I notice about, like, old hip-hop like that is it's often on the 2-bar loop. right? So like you've got like 2 piano chords maybe or
Yeah,
4,
yeah.
as opposed to like more modern hip hop. It often has just more in the sample than that, you know?
I get it,
And
yeah.
so you get a really kind of repetitive
Yeah.
vibe, which to its credit makes you focus on the lyricism.
Maybe that's why Hand Grenade stuck out to me more, was the instrumentation. I think that might be it.
Yeah, which says something in its own, I think. But I definitely enjoyed listening to it. I mean, some really good tracks and some great performances,
Yeah.
just like in
Yeah.
general. So cool.
Everyone's hearts were
it's
in
a
it.
cool vibe.
Yeah.
Everybody should listen to it for sure. It's not as good as the Mobb Deep project or the Nas and Preem project from last year, or Clips. Clips.
Yeah,
We
of
can do a
course.
whole episode on that.
Yeah.
But a worthy listen, I would say, and one that I probably wouldn't have unless you told me to.
So
So
I'm glad I put you on game, man.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, bonus questions here.
Yeah.
When we share music, we constantly have this tension
Yeah.
of I like Apple Music,
Yes.
and for some ungodly reason, you like Spotify.
Listen, I'm not going to say that Apple Music is worse, because clearly, objectively, it is better. I got into Spotify, and I think like I initially got in and stayed with it because I got grandfathered into this Hulu package deal.
Okay.
And like I got both for $19.99 in this shitty fucking economy. Great deal.
So whoever dreamed up that promo,
Yeah.
it really worked.
It did. I think like, and like now Hulu's about to be fucking smushed into Mickey Mouse, just like everything eventually will be. And we'll see if that still exists as a platform. But it's kept me around this much. And when that goes away, you know, I'm stubborn to change sometimes, but I think it's going to be time soon.
Well, look, I think that speaks to your loyalty as a person.
Yeah, but it's not always well placed, and I acknowledge this.
I mean, look, there's a few things that are clearly better on Spotify. They've done the social aspect way
I
better.
think I do like the social aspect.
The social
a
aspect
lot.
is better. It certainly has a nostalgia and like an OG feel to it.
Yep.
But the sound quality is worse.
Yep.
The app is worse.
They pay the artists worse.
They pay the artists worse, which is relevant.
Yes, very.
And
it's kind of like when I eat like a fucking piece of chicken or a piece of steak. It's like I am contributing to death and suffering, but I am enjoying.
also, you have an Android, right?
I do.
Okay, so I think this plays into it too. Because if you have an iPhone, like a normal person,
Right.
then you're in that ecosystem, and you're gonna go Apple Music. You know?
Yes.
And that was very smart of them, of course. But I think that plays a role. Do you think that plays a role?
I think that absolutely plays a role.
But
That's
you know,
why
you
they
can
build
have
it.
Apple Music on Android.
Yes, I do know.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
I do.
Just wanted to
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I know I could have app. I do have it on my phone. I just don't have it subscribed yet.
Hell yeah, man. This has been super fun.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
glad we did it. Good stuff. To
Yes,
more.
sir.
To more.
To more. L'chaim.